counting down that you were going to say you're live, and I have nothing to say. So let's just wrap it up now.
Nobody's here.
What's what I'm saying? I have nothing to say, and there's nobody here.
No.
So call it quits. Done. Ready? We're going to go play. Yes. Yes, puppies. No live tonight.
No? You're just alive?
Yes.
Are
Shut
you
it down.
ready?
Look, Lily's all excited.
There's only 2 people here.
2?
They're not talking to you.
Well, of course not.
No.
What do you think, Lily? You want? Let me get Lily.
Mexican Speck is here.
Mexican Speck, what's happening, man? I'm drinking Lyman tonight. It's I could figure that one out. It's pretty easy. Lily. Oh, come
Frank Emro is here. Stang Lincoln. Stang Lincoln's been around for a long time.
He's been gone for a long time. Now he's come back.
But he supported you for a long time.
He did support us for a very long time. He's a good guy.
Very
Yes.
good guy.
Welcome back,
Appreciate
Stang
that.
Lincoln. He's probably been here all along, just lurking.
Josh H., Bill McKiska, Barry Kuda, Rocco, 6th Street Garage, War Ghost, Ford LTD, 1976, 957 Mike, Weary Bunny is here. James Fife,
Weary
Joe
Bunny?
K, Jared, Jerry Franks, Thunderstruck. Yes. Scoop. We saw you earlier today, Scoop.
Yeah, Scoop. I was watching Veteran Biker, and I kept seeing Scoop come up.
Dave Bowen, Wayne Buzzell, Fun with Cars is here, Nickname Muscle, KJ Kylie, and Windsor Will. Greetings from Edmonton, the
Wow,
51st state.
Yes, welcome, Canadian comrade.
Nathan McCree, Spitfire Mike, Tyler Rafferty. Yeah, that's it.
You have to speak
And
up because
Rocco.
remember people were complaining.
Can you guys hear me?
You have to be loud, very loud.
I am loud.
Why don't you come and sit on
If
this
I
side?
do that, because I've been working all day throwing out garbage, trust me, you want me on this side of the camera right now.
No, you're always
My hair
beautiful.
is not even combed.
Your hair is doing a very weird thing right now.
It's very weird right now.
No, it really is. It's a
I know. It's like weird. It's okay. It happens in the winter. It's a thing.
So let's talk about nothing tonight.
Okay.
Let's make this
People
a
love
typical,
that.
yes, a typical Sunday night show
Uh-huh.
about absolutely nothing. So what's the first thing that nobody wants to talk about?
They can say that they hear me. That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Let's see.
They want to see you though. Here.
When are
Let
we
me take a-
getting to the government and financial
Do not what?
section of tonight's live? Stop.
We go right now. First, I want to.
No.
I gotta take a picture.
Stop.
Just so you guys can see what I see.
No. Stop it.
Okay.
There's something wrong with you.
Yes. So here, guys. This is what I can. You see that?
Oh my goodness.
This is what I see.
That's not what you said.
That's exactly what I see. That's what, I took the picture just
I
now.
don't understand why you're trying to take my picture. If I wanted my
Just
picture
because it's
taken,
fun.
It's fun to annoy me. Would you stop?
All right, I won't take your picture.
Really, stop.
All right, fine. Don't worry about it.
You're gonna get me mad.
What do you mean I'm going to get you mad? I'm not going to take your picture.
Cut it out!
All right,
Do you
stop.
want me to read comments or not?
Yes, read comments.
Then cut it out.
All right, I'm not going to forget it. I'm not going to do it anymore. Relax.
You're not watching you, right?
What?
I can see you, right?
I never, I swear to God, it didn't occur to me. I'm like, how does she know?
Oh my gosh, Tony. Okay. I can see you. All right. Calm down, everybody. Take a deep breath.
I'm getting old.
Philip Reed sent me super chat.
Thank you, Phil.
Tony, I'm not a bright man. But
Right.
But even I know not to make the ladies mad.
It's a given. It's a given.
You do it anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Uncle Tony candid camera. Yeah. Yeah.
I swear to God, it didn't occur to me.
I can see you. Camera's on, Johnny. How the hell does this generate money, laugh out loud?
That's a
Rocco wants to
good
know.
question.
I don't know, Rocco. I don't know. People keep coming back here, though.
They do.
You're one of
I
them.
don't understand why, but God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to sit here.
I'm gonna sit here. Okay, that sounds exciting. Oh my
I don't
God.
promise anything. It's just what it is what it is.
It's costing money. Yeah, it is. Yeah, sure.
We don't make any money on these lives. We just do it because we want to hang out with you guys for a while.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I make up for being like an absent bastard in the comments by doing lives.
Mexican Spectres, Tony, what color did you order on your new Charger?
Oh, I got the pink one.
The pink one. That's to carry around your tampons.
Yeah, extra one. So when you go to Costco, you get that box of tampons there.
2,000 tampons.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Pink Panther EV Charger. Yes. Would you buy a pink one, Tony?
Before I bought any other color, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go, you might as well just go all the way.
One?
Well, I mean, they did make pink Chargers in 1970.
Right, in 1970.
I'd love to have one of those, but I don't know.
Comments. Let's see. I would like to hear about that 72 Roadrunner you mentioned on Freiburg's channel.
Oh, I put a comment on Freiburger's channel.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What did you say?
That I had a 72 Roadrunner 400 4-speed like that. What do you want to know?
Oh.
No.
Oh, I don't know. He wanted to know more about it.
Oh, it was a nice car. I don't think we have any pictures of it, do we?
There was a picture of it from the guy that bought it after us, but then he unfunded me on Facebook. So
That was in 1982
I don't know.
or 83. I paid $900 for it off a used car lot. It was gold with a tan interior, bear stripper. I think probably my all-time favorite car.
Oh, he had a little head on the dashboard with a turban.
No, you're talking about that Chevy.
No, that was in that car. It was in that car.
Ishmael Uvlahiv?
Ishmael Uvlahiv.
That was his name.
Yeah, on the dashboard of the 72 Roadrunner.
Ishmael Uvlahiv originated on the dashboard of that Chevy Impala that I bought. The winter beater that would run back and forth to your house.
Uh-huh.
You remember that one?
Yes.
It had the block was cracked, like a wooden holder freeze plug. So it ran around no water. And from my house in Great Kills to her house in, what was that, Westerly?
Westerly.
Her house in Westerly, it was like exactly like 7 miles, and it would run long enough. If the car was ice cold, I'd be able to fire it up at my house, run across the island, Staten Island, to her place, and it would seize right in front of her house. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then we'd hang out. It would cool off. And this was like a winter deal, right? It was like a winter beater. So it would cool off long enough for me to jump back in it and run all the way home. And it would seize when I got to my house in Great Kills.
Your brother is here. Hello, James.
Normal James, welcome.
He says you looked more sophisticated with the Wednesday night backdrop.
I did, right? I felt sophisticated.
Did you?
I felt like a man of the world. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Art, for.
Are you going to use that backdrop again?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, that's a
serious?
keeper. That's a keeper.
Oh my God. Oh no. Yes, Uncle James, right?
I want to get for the studio at the shop. I want to get some exotic plants and like a parrot.
You can't get a parrot.
I can get a
They
parrot.
live too long.
What does that mean? Are you insinuating that I'm old?
No, you're gonna outlive everybody. But I'm just saying, like parrots, like they live a long time, and you have to take care of them like a person.
All right, so you
Like
give them
dogs
food.
live a long time, but parrots really live a long time. What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, get an old parrot.
Thank you. See, this is why we do this, because there's advanced knowledge out there.
Oh, Rocco. Yeah, an old.
I'm going to get an old parrot for the shop.
Okay. It's too cold in there.
No, not in the back. I keep that little heater going. Because the
First
new
of all-
AC unit, the new AC heat unit, we've been in that shop now for 13 months. And the brand new heater AC unit has not functioned for more than 48 hours. I can't tell you how many times I've been in to fix it. At least 10 times they've been in to fix it. It lasts no more than 48 hours. And then it's back to other means.
Old parrots come preloaded with language. Winnie doesn't like birds. Winnie's a bird chaser.
Well, I'm not going to bring it to the house. I keep it at the shop.
Well, maybe Winnie might go to the shop.
Winnie's not going to go to the shop. Winnie hates the shop.
She might go there. She might go there.
What are you doing, Winnie? I've got all of the dogs here.
They're being quiet right now.
No, Winnie's about to like annoy somebody.
No indoor birds for me. Stinky. I agree with you,
Stinky.
Firefly. Yeah. They make flies. They lay their eggs in their poop. Hold the puppy.
So do most of my
the puppy's
relatives.
quiet right now. What? Your brother says, consider a housefly. They live 24 hours. It puts no pressure on you.
That's true, but they're very small and they move around a lot. So it's like if you wanted to do a video with one, you can't count on it. You just stay still. Sit on your shoulder.
Oh. You're not walking around with a bird on your shoulder.
Better than a fly on my shoulder.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that would be badass.
A fly on your shoulder?
No, a bird on my shoulder.
Oh.
That would be
You
badass.
could be the YouTuber with a bird on your shoulder.
And the bird could wear a patch, too. Like a pirate bird.
A pirate bird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's
Oh
the
my
key.
goodness. Raise chickens if you want to be wealthy. We had chickens. They're really dirty.
Yes.
I mean, they're not that bad, but they kind of poop everywhere. We have dogs, and like Winnie chases everything, so can't really have other animals. No cats. She doesn't like cats. Let's see. Yeah, then it could poop all over your shoulder, right? Yeah, Justin.
Like everything else.
Like everything else.
All right, you guys. Okay, there's going to be a showdown here.
Hey. What does she have?
Poor Lily has just a little scrap of nothing.
Did she take it from Winnie?
No, she didn't take it. Oh, she doesn't have anything. Now she doesn't have anything. Did you swallow it? I think Lily swallowed whatever it was.
Oh my goodness. And a cape, yes. Good. Okay. So you're not gonna buy one of those chargers, Tony?
No. Unless Lily wants one. Lily, you want a charger? I didn't talk to you, Winnie. Wait, let me. Because Lily's in here. You guys have never met Lily. Come here.
I think they have.
I don't think so.
No?
No. Lily, I gotta be careful picking her up. Because she's
crazy.
Fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's Lily.
She's really nuts.
No, I'm serious. She's completely short-circuited. You have
Scrambled.
no idea.
Oh my goodness. All right.
But I love her. When we first got her, we adopted her over here at Paws, the animal shelter in Murfreesboro. And she was a puppy. And I took her because she was so weird that I knew nobody else was going to take her. I'm like, no, I have to give this thing a home because nobody's going to take it. We couldn't even tell what kind of dog it was. Like, we literally went through the internet, trying to identify different animals. It was like, is it a dingo? What is this? And then she turned out, as she filled out, she became like dog-like, but even more crazy than she ever was.
You have a super chat.
Thank you.
From George Nemec.
Thank you, George.
Suddenly had a rocker come loose, causing a misfire on my big block Mopar. Tore it apart, and I cannot find the cause. Almost a 1/4 inch of play.
Yeah, you wiped out the camber. Well, I mean, rockers don't come loose on a rocker shaft engine.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's bad.
yes. So what you have most definitely, okay, one of two things, and both of them are terrible. Okay, one less terrible than the other. The valve could be stuck in the guide, right? And so you've got the play in the rockers. Measure across the valve retainers, you know, like put a straight edge across them, and see if that one sits lower than the others. All right. Now, if that's the case, you're going to do okay because you're just going to either free that valve, maybe pull the head, bring it to a machine shop. If all of those retainers are at the same height, the valve spring retainers are at the same height, then you definitely wiped out a cam and take it out, take it apart. Sorry.
Philip Reed sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
You wouldn't happen to have any other spells for fixing cars? I hit mine with the old abracadabra, and that didn't do the trick, so I'm at a loss.
Did you summon anything from the other
No,
side?
yeah, don't
Ouija
summon
board?
anything.
Why?
Don't summon anything. Do not do that.
Some of the best mechanical tips can come
Oh
from
my
the dark
goodness.
side.
Thumper
So-
says, I'm so happy you found the perfect car for me to carry tampons.
You know,
Somebody's on a roll with this video.
it is 2025, bro, and there's no shame in a guy carrying around an extra large box of tampons
In your frunk.
in your frunk.
What's a frunk?
A front trunk.
A front trunk. Oh, okay.
That's what EVs have. They have a front trunk.
Frunk.
A frunk.
Frunk.
Yes.
Mm.
And this frunk has a power bulge.
Your brother says, bring it down next Sunday night. We can fix it live. Stop it, James.
Bring what down next Sunday night?
Because he wiped his cam out.
Oh, no, we can't. No.
Let's see. It used to be called a bonnet. 72Z28 says.
Well, they still call it a bonnet in like weird places, like not weird places, but you know, like where like they use the metric system. They also call it a bonnet, and they add extra e's to words. Or color.
Color? Color?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Tony. Let's see. Stray Bullet. Build a cooperation and keep every chicken that comes on your property. Oh, he's talking Mexican spec. Oh, I guess your neighbor's sending their chickens to your house? Mexican spec? Is that what's going on? That's always fun. They tear up the garden. Let's see. I saw what you're doing. I can see you. Even in my peripheral vision. Okay. Stop looking at it. I see you looking at it. Oh gosh, Tony, how are we supposed to run a channel like this?
We've been hanging out with the skin of our teeth for years. How do we run it? I don't even know how we run it. We just do.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, they're talking to Mexican spec.
Good, that takes the pressure off me.
Okay, how much money would you need to quit smoking?
When I quit, I didn't need any money at all. I needed no inspiration. I just said, that's it. I'm done with this disgusting habit. Over. So I quit.
Oh my goodness. Hello from Alaska.
Howdy, my
Hello,
frozen
In
friend.
Alaska. We're tired of the cold weather.
Done with the cold
We're
weather.
done with the cold.
Yeah.
Like we no more cold weather.
Mm.
Like you can't take it anymore.
Well, actually, we're gonna look for a winter place down
We
in
are.
Florida. We're gonna go down in, I think on Easter,
April, yeah.
April. Yeah, we're gonna take a ride down to the Tampa area
Mm-hmm.
on that weekend. We're gonna go find something for the winters because I can't do it the winters here anymore.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's really, really bad.
It's terrible.
Even though it's not that bad,
It's bad for me.
we're tired of it.
I'm talking right, exactly.
Like, we're so sick of it, we can't deal with it
Right.
anymore.
Is it less than 60 degrees and sunny? I don't want to deal
You
with
don't
it.
want to live.
I don't want to live.
Right.
That's it.
It's really depressing. Like, we're outside people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're gonna start looking for
Do
that.
you guys have any good suggestions in the Tampa, Bradenton,
Yeah, if you guys have
that
good
area?
ideas where we should look,
Yeah,
let us
throw
know.
them out there.
Let's see. Haha, good luck getting your shop and all those cars on a jet. Yes, they're not doing that.
I don't
too.
fly. It's only 11. It's an 11-hour ride. It's no big deal.
Come to El Paso. No.
No.
No. Tony's gonna be screwed when the next ice age sets in. Oh yeah, Tony?
Well, I've been waiting for that friggin' ice age. They told me when I was like 9 or 10, in
Yeah.
like 71, 72, that that we were gonna have a new ice age by like 1980. And then they told me in like right after that, when that didn't happen, they said, you know, that everything was going to burn up. And then there was the hole in the ozone layer that forgot about that. It was the hole in the ozone layer that killed all of us.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why I don't worry about it anymore. It's like, you know, we're good.
Okay, so will your brother James visit if we go to Florida? Probably. Then he'll probably come visit us.
Yeah. They'll probably be squatting
Yeah,
in the
probably.
house.
Let's see. 11 hours only to Tampa for Tony. From Tony. Yes, from the cars. It's
Yeah.
only 11 hours.
Yeah, it's not a bad trip.
Rocco, I have an ex-girlfriend in Tampa. Keep hoping for an invite, but it hasn't happened yet.
Nah, she's moved on, bro. She's moved on. She found something much better.
Hello, territory.
No, I mean, I obviously, I have the shop here. We have all of our infrastructure set up over here. So the idea is really to escape, you know, the cold months. I still have to be able to go back and forth and keep things going. But I can't. I just cannot do
I
another
can't
winter
do it
like
either.
this.
I'm just going to go without you if you don't go. I'm just letting you know right
Yeah,
now.
and we have
I
mild
can't do
winters.
it.
Like, I mean, we have really, really mild winters. But we had like three weeks during the course of this winter where it was like in the teens and the single digits and done. Just hard no. I'm not going to do it again.
Well, McDonald wants to know, have you ever visited the Space Center in Florida?
No.
No.
Been past it. I'm kind of a little bit, almost sort of familiar with the Tampa area. We used to go down to the Snowbirds every year when we were doing the Nitro thing. So I went to the Snowbirds every year for several years. So I kind of have an idea of the lay of the land there, but it's been a long time. So
Florida has sinkholes.
fine.
Fine. We don't care.
I don't care.
I think we just at the point where like we don't care about danger anymore. We're just like, let's go.
No. Yeah.
Whatever it is, that's fine. We're good.
Shake hands with danger. It's all good.
Oh, those poor suckers in Canada. Yes, Russell G.
Yeah. No.
I think a lot of people that watch the channel live in Florida, right?
Yeah. I am vowing that after this year, there will never be another day in my life that I cannot ride a motorcycle in a t-shirt and be completely comfortable.
Spitfire Mike says you could ride your little Honda moped back and forth. Tampa, I'm coming.
Hey, don't knock my little super cup.
Aw. Let's see, it did snow in northern Florida last month. Yeah.
That's where we're going a little bit further down.
Yeah. Let's see, watching this new Charger video talking mad shit in the comments, Nick Martinez.
I haven't really seen the comments.
Scooter Man wants to get a shout out, please.
Scooter Man! There it is.
Scooter Man.
You've been shouted out. Now, what are you going to do for me, Scooter
Try
Man?
your pink Charger. Is Tony abandoning his precious Tennessee?
No.
No,
I love Tennessee.
But we're gonna.
But
be in two
I
different
don't love the
places.
weather that sometimes comes through Tennessee, so I'm going to avoid it. You know, that's so yeah. We'll pick up a place, a winter place for.
We're not going to the villages.
Oh no!
No. Somebody said, Michael said the villages are not ready for Tony.
Yeah, I saw some videos
Oh.
about the villages.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's out of the
I'm
question.
good. I'm good.
No.
I wouldn't mix well with other people my
Mm-mm.
age.
No.
I don't get along with people my age, honestly. I get along with people that are much younger.
What? Yeah.
I relate to
We do younger things.
yeah, like I relate to people that are in their 20s and their 30s. Like we get along, and when I'm around people my own age, it's like there's a weirdness.
Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, because most people my age have already just given up.
Yeah, they don't do anything.
Right? They're just dead.
And we're very active.
Yes.
We do lots of stuff. So, are you 45 years young? That's awesome. You wish. Let's see. Tony, come on over to California. Help us turn California to California again.
If it wasn't
Too
so
from
far,
everything.
the only reason I'm considering Florida is because it's close enough to my home base. This is my home base. It'll be my home base for most of the year. But so California is just a whole other thing. There are things about California I really love this, but no, just no.
Yeah, Orange County, California is beautiful. Will the dogs appreciate Florida?
Yes.
I think they would, actually.
Yeah, she's already scoped out dog clubs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no, I found out
Yeah.
where all the dog clubs are. They actually have really good agility programs. They have lots of different stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And now we have an actual agility trainer.
Yeah.
You know, somebody who knows what they're doing. So.
Mm-hmm. Here in Tennessee.
Here in Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah.
We may have to take her with us to
Yeah,
Florida.
she may have some. I don't think she's gonna like that.
She's probably watching this.
Probably, or her husband might be.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you guys are watching this, like, say hi.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. UTG base deep in the Ozark Mountains. No.
No.
James says the gators will really appreciate your dogs. No, James.
I think we'll be okay. We're probably going to stay out of the swamps.
Yeah.
Probably.
We're not going in the swamps. It'll be fine. Tony's coming to Florida? I was asking.
Yes, we're going down Easter for a day, just to drive around, get a day, maybe a day and a half or so, just to drive around, get a lay of the land, and kind of this way, when we actually start looking, probably in September, October, we'll know exactly where we want to go. But right now it's kind of abstract because we're just watching videos and going off of memories and stuff like that. So you actually have to go there and smell the earth. You know what I mean? You pick up the vibe, the energy of what areas you like and what areas you don't like, and that'll pinpoint it down for us a little bit.
Mike N says, wait, I joined late. You guys are going to be snowbirds?
Yes.
People
Yes.
hate snowbirds.
That's fine. That's fine. Hate me, please. I'm good with that.
Modern Day Sentinel says, I think the Bradenton, Florida area would be a great fit for you.
Yeah, I think so too. But like I said, we're going to drive through and just see what we like the best.
Yeah. Fox Wagner says, I want to move to Florida. Can ride, race, and fish all you want. Can do that in Ohio too if you want to do it in minus 20-degree weather.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
That's for super young people, like 25.
I did it. I was born and raised in New York City. I lived there the
me
first
too.
40 years of my life. I went through every type of brutal, cold, crazy weather situation you can imagine. So it's not like I haven't done it. And I'm old now. You know what I mean? And after living in Tennessee for 21, 22 years, however long it's been, this will be my 22nd year in Tennessee. I've softened. I'm used to, 70, 80 degrees like most of the time. And even during the winter here, we get good winters. It's like today it was like 45, tomorrow it's going to be like 55, and it'll be 60 the next day, and that's fine. But there are these stretches in between where it gets down into like the single digits and the teens and the 20s. No. So, and I'm motorcycles. I miss my bikes. You have no idea. I'm going crazy. I need cycle therapy.
Brad's Restoration says, UT and Kathy, will you continue with the YouTube channel?
Of course.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is our business.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'd go Texas over Florida. Nah.
I can't get to Texas that easily.
No,
Again, the
too
home
far.
base is staying here. Most of the cars are going to
Yeah.
stay here. The shop is going to be here. I'm not going to, uproot myself like that. Florida is brutal through, the late spring and the summer into the early fall, and I don't want to deal with that either. It's 95 degrees and 100% humidity every day. No, so we get the temperature here, but we don't get that kind of humidity because we're inland. But we'll go back and forth. We're just gonna go back and forth. We're just expanding our horizons. That's all we're doing.
And the tracks will be open.
And the tracks will be
There's
open.
more tracks.
I'm so tired of
It's
hustling to
freaking
get
pain in
shit
the
done
ass.
before the tracks close. Then there's the weather and everything's
Hustling to get stuff
unpredictable.
loaded up, drive an hour and a half, and then find out they're shut.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's not just one time.
Yeah, I know.
That's multiple times.
It happens a lot. So, yeah, hustling to get shit done before they close, and then waiting until they open, no good. So if we go down there, what I would probably do is take a couple of cars and a couple of bikes and just bring them down there and leave them there permanently, and then just run back and forth. So when everything closes up here, we go down to Florida and do the Florida thing down there.
Tony, I get it, but it rains a lot in Florida. Really, Kings.
Yeah, I know.
Rains a lot here too.
It does.
It's super rainy.
Was it this last year? We got rained out 11 weekends in a row.
Right. So I mean, it can't be worse than here.
We got rained out 11 weeks in a row.
Let's see. David Kozlak sent you a super chat. He says, "Can
Thank
we
you.
please get a Uncle Tony at the Freedom Factory?" Just saying.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know what it takes to get invited to the Freedom Factory.
I don't know. You have to have a car, I guess, that does stuff like that. I don't think we have a car that does stuff like that.
Well, I mean, anything we have can do burnouts and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. But don't they do like circle chuck stuff?
And they supply the cars for. I'm really not familiar with what they do. Yeah, I think they Cletus owns a fleet
that's why
of
you
cars.
don't get invited because you don't know what they do.
Well, I can't pay attention to what everybody does all over the place. I think Cletus maintains a fleet of cars and then brings people in to run them. But I don't really know how that works.
He wants big channels to do that.
He loves the big channels. He has one little channel.
Yeah, he doesn't want us.
Yeah.
We're too small. Slaghammer would be a hoot down at Cletus.
I would actually. Slaghammer is probably one of the cars I would bring and leave down in Florida.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else would you leave there? Wait, I have a super chat. Don't answer that yet. Dusky Plays, Joseph Bryan, says, "Hey guys, my son and I just got a 1966 Plymouth Valiant 100, 225 slant 6. We are wanting to try a swap with a 360. What's your opinion and what are your options? Thanks. We watched all your stuff."
Thank you. You want to swap a 360 in where the slant 6 was. I mean, you know that the transmission is going to work, so you're going to need the transmission from the that goes with the 360, and you're going to have a 7 1/4 in that thing, and the 7 1/4 is going to be a weak link. So if it's just something, a cruiser, that type of thing, where you're just going to get on it occasionally, probably 7 1/4 will live. But if you actually try to stick it to the ground at any point, you're going to just break it like a friggin' twig.
It's bad.
What was that?
I said that's bad.
Yes. Even Kathy Bananas realizes how detrimental that can be. I mean, go ahead and do it. It's not, I mean, you can get the motor mounts for that through Transdapt. Forget about Schumacher. Schumacher's insane. They think their stuff is made out of friggin' unobtainium. Transdapt would have the motor mounts you would need for like $60 or $70. Do it. I mean, make a nice driver, but like I said, your weak link is going to be the rear end.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Let's see. Just invest in more layers of clothing.
No.
You bring your own car. Cletus doesn't have a fleet of 75 Nissan Altimas. Strabo with us.
I know he was doing a thing with the Panther cars. He had bought up like dozens and dozens of those. I don't know. I honestly don't know how he works.
Fox says that's another thing. The content creation for you would be much easier there. Street Racing Channel is moving to Florida in the winters for that exact reason.
Are they? Are they?
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, they've got even worse than we do because they're in Ohio, which is like above the jet stream. So I mean, like we get it when the jet stream dips down, we get hit, and it dipped down a lot this year. They're always in the jet stream where they are. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that. It is very hard making content here during the winter.
It's really hard making content, period.
It's always hard making content.
Like, let's just be honest.
It's never easy to make content. But the winter months, it gets really hard.
Yeah. Let's see. Sending Cafe Bananas to test drive the new Charger when? No.
No, we're just gonna leave it go now. I just had to
we
get
don't
that.
want to waste our time.
I had to get my last licks in on that car just because I had never seen one in person. So I figured, well, let's bring the camera and oh Jesus, what is going on here?
This is some sort of dog craziness. Oh my goodness. Hard to make content in a winter without snow, Thought says.
All right, hey, calm down.
Guys, Winnie. Hey, Winnie.
Winnie,
Come here.
come here. Leave Lily alone. Get over here. Come here.
Remember,
The girls
guys-
are like, they got their fangs out.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. That's what the... I'm sorry. Cough. Sorry, something caught my throat. That's what the Port of Michigan does. They don't maintain the drains and the underpass floods every year. Oh.
Ah,
Oh. I must
I
have
was
missed
wondering about the
something.
underpass.
Yeah, I must have missed something.
What settles that? You're a good girl, Lily.
You should visit Rain Man Ray in Florida. Would love to see a meetup chat with you both. I'm sure you get along like gangbusters. I don't
Rain
know
Man
what that
Ray.
is.
Why does that ring a bell? What, Lily?
More dog content to fill the winter gaps, yeah. There's not even a lot of dog events going on right now.
No, this time of the year is just, I'm telling you, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Let's see, what's this say? Not in this weather, that's the dealer's. Mark Sauvé. Oh, Mark Sauvé was asking me that question. Okay.
What was that?
About the Michigan thing.
Oh.
In Florida, watch out for the old ladies in Buicks with a blinker permanently on.
We have them here too.
Yeah, please. People here don't use their blinkers.
People from the
It's really
north.
bad.
People from the north have been moving to Tennessee, and a lot of older people, a lot of retirees.
Oh. We have a place like the Villages, like, what, 2-3 miles from us? That
Yeah.
they just built?
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of crazy. We drove through there and we were like, what is this? They were like geese walking all over the place, and we're like, what is happening?
So we get young people move here because there's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of opportunities, it's a great economic area, and we got a lot of old people move down here because compared to the northern cities, this is like paradise. But then you got to go to the next step, because after you leave the frozen north and you come to the moderate mid-south, it's like after a few years it's like, no, I got to go even further.
Tony's rolling cigarettes. That's a
Yes.
cigarette.
It's a cigarette.
Let's see. Do you watch NASCAR?
Not since Earnhardt bought the farm.
It's frozen where you are from with cars. I'm sorry. It's been pretty frozen here too.
Yeah, today's really the
Really
first day
bad.
that it's in the 40s in like over a week.
Your brother says if you go to Florida, you will officially become a senior citizen. No, we're going to work.
I am officially a senior citizen.
We're going to work. We're not retiring. We're gonna work until we drop dead. That's just not gonna happen. Retiring. UTG, what has more stress on the valve train, longer duration or bigger lift? I know this is a dumb pursuit, but I want to get some chop into my LS1 and want to know what components to upgrade to accommodate.
Lift is definitely more of a challenge than duration as far as the stressing the valve train goes. There really is, well, the profile of the ramp is the would be the thing would be tough on valve train, but just out of those two, you know, what's harder to deal with, lift or duration? It would definitely be lift. Chop is going to come through lobe separation angle. The smaller the number, the choppier it's going to be, and the punchier it'll be. I don't know. Did I answer it? I don't know if I answered that question or not. Next.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just picturing taking my mule down through the palm trees.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. So Milan head, I don't know how do you say that. I'm Canadian. It was minus 45 Celsius for at least the last month. I'm sorry.
Yeah, why are you there?
Sorry.
I mean, seriously, why? I can't imagine how anybody could live like that. I mean, I used to live kind of like that.
You can, but then once you move, it's kind of like, why would you live like that?
Right, exactly. Once you
And
extricate
then you move
yourself.
And you're like, oh, it's still kind of cold here. Let's go someplace warmer.
I moved here when I was 40 years old, okay? On a day like today, where it was like 39 degrees, 40 degrees, I'm out in a t-shirt. I'd be out on my motorcycle in a t-shirt, and I'd be fine. And now I'm frozen. You know what I'm saying? I'm frozen out here.
It's cold. It's been really cold.
So, you know, once, and you can't
There's
imagine.
icicles everywhere.
Yeah. So once you become acclimated to this kind of weather, you can't fathom how you ever dealt with it in the north.
Straight Bullet says 55 is a senior citizen here. Oh, where he is. I've been going around demanding my senior discount everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we haven't done that, no. I remember when I was a kid, I would play in the snow and then come and take my snow mittens and put them on the radiator and hope that they would dry by the time I had to go back outside again. Do you remember that?
You gave me help.
That?
You gave me help. The first 10 years we were here.
Oh, shut up.
I love the snow.
I do.
I love the change of seasons.
I used to love the change of seasons.
And how do you feel about it now?
If Staten Island was the way it was when I was young,
that's not what I asked you.
I would like it.
That's not what I asked you. How do you feel about it now?
Oh, I'm sick of the cold. I'm just sick of it.
I love the snow.
I used to love it.
I've never called it snow. I call it frozen death because that's what it is.
But we were used to it. We would acclimate. You know why? Because it would stay cold all the freaking time. Here, it doesn't stay cold all the time.
Right, so you become used to it.
You can't get used to anything.
You become accustomed to being miserable. That's
you're
exactly what
used
it
to
is.
cold.
Yes, so you become accustomed. So misery is your normal state, and so you don't even notice it. It's like...
No, you acclimate. You acclimate.
Yeah, I don't need to acclimate. I have options.
Joe K sent you super chat.
Thank you, Joe.
Your take on the infamous Elon email, ready to fire more Fed employees.
Oh, I think that's awesome.
Oust the bad apples, yes, but some are honest workers trying to make a living.
I get that. There's no, but from what I understand,
I didn't see it.
because I only picked up a little bit of this. Okay, so I may not have the whole picture, but from what I understand, he's ordering any federal employee through his email to make a report on what they accomplished in the last week.
Oh.
Yes, that is so full of win. That absolutely, because there's no oversight. A lot of these people are doing absolutely nothing. They're just bureaucrats. They just shuffle papers, if they even do that, or they push buttons on the screen. They actually don't accomplish anything. It's like, so, yes, absolutely. These are public employees, okay? They work for us. They work for the taxpayer. They work for the citizens, right? They should be forced to show that they are actually doing something productive and earning their keep. Because if they're not doing anything productive and they're not earning their keep, they are stealing directly from us. So yeah, I'm 1,000% on that. I think they should each have to file a daily report until we know who's who and what's what and where the money is actually going.
It's very old school.
Yeah, it's very old school. I told you, like my political hero would be Vlad the Impaler. Like if I went into politics.
Your brother sent you a message. He says you need to turn your man card. Sorry, Kathy, I didn't know he was going to get soft.
Oh, I'm soft, bro. Listen, I earned my dues. I paid my dues. I can be soft now. You know what I mean? I'm done with hard. So yes, I can be soft, and I'm very happy being soft. But yeah, Vlad the Impaler I would consider to be the ultimate in leader, and then everybody else kind of, you know. So that's where I come from. That's my point of view.
How will you move all your dogs? So we're just gonna send them to the pound. We're not gonna keep them all. You know?
They fit.
They fit in the truck.
They're 5 relatively small dogs. We throw them in the back of the Jeep and we go, and they'll have fun. They'll love it.
Take
Do
your
the
dogs.
dogs. We're gonna Velcro them to the roof rack.
We can always just give them away. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Get new dogs every time you come back to Tennessee. No. This is enough dogs. And they come with us wherever we go. And that's it. 5 is good.
I love that kid. Dogs every time.
No. Our dog sitter wouldn't like that.
Yeah, we have a dog sitter. She'll be staying
She's
here.
gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yep. So, let's see, everybody know. Let's see. Johnny K says, I want an XJ. Issue. The trans-tunnel T-case hump intruding into the driver footwell and my size 14 feet. Is there room on a 4-wheel drive XJ to massage the hump and make space? Should I give up and get a 2-wheel drive?
It's the same exact floor. The tunnel is exactly the same 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, and there's plenty of room. I can't picture it right now, but if there was any issue at all, I have a relatively wide foot. If there was any issue at all as far as like foot placement, no, I'm not aware of it.
John Browning's Ghost sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Tony.
Yes.
If or when Mopar gets a new V8, could/should that V8 be a OHV or an OHC?
Oh, definitely overhead valve. The overhead cams are a waste of time and money. They in the RPM range that these engines operate in, it's pointless. It's pointless, which is why you look at, I mean, drag racing engines. If there was any, validity to, or any clear-cut superiority to overhead cam, everything would be overhead cam. But no, it's not. We have, the puppy's going after Winnie's bone. So in classes of racing where there's no limitation where you got to put the camshaft, if there was literally, think about this, okay? If there was any clear advantage to overhead cam, you wouldn't see a single push rod in the world, right? They'd be gone. So yes, overhead valve, not overhead cam.
The Chirp Zone sent you a nice Canadian super chat.
Well, thank you.
With a little emoji of an avocado shaking flags.
Nice. Canadian avocados.
It's an Indian avocado. It has an Indian feather.
You've made my day. Thank you.
Let's see. Don't say that about giving the dogs away. I might have to make a very tough decision soon about that.
Oh. I'm sorry. Do what you can.
I would obviously not give my dogs away.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. My dog's gonna be the last.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not going anywhere.
I would live under a rock. You know what I mean? I would live under a rock and wear feathers and shit before I ever let one of my dogs go.
Ian Crow sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
I think I've got a bad check valve on my fuel return line. Once I hit operating temp, the car sputters and loses power and will stall. What do you think?
He thinks he has a what?
Bad check valve on his fuel return line.
Have you checked the fuel pressure? I can't answer that question unless you know what the fuel pressure is. Find out what the fuel pressure is supposed to be. You can buy a cheap fuel pressure gauge at Harbor Freight. Maddox makes one. It's cheap. I bought one recently. It's like $28, right? You can't guess at any type of fuel problem unless you have a gauge. So head over to Harbor Freight, or you probably pick one up on Amazon and check the fuel pressure, and then you can go from there and guess what it might be.
EFOG is here.
Thank you.
Is that California dollars? I don't know. No, it's Canadian. Fox says, "Shoo, Tony, you're gonna rustle some feathers with that comment." What did you say?
Which
Sometimes I don't pay attention. I just
I,
shut you off.
well, listen, we lose. I don't know which comment. Let me know which comment you're talking about. We lose between 6 and 10 subs every time we go live. So it's like I have to make sure. Hey, I have to make sure that stays consistent.
Right.
So sometimes I have to ruffle a few feathers just to get people to unsub.
So, okay. All right. Canadian dollars. Yes. Let me see. I thought the truck spoiler went on the rear. Why is it on the front of the car? 69 Falcon.
On the Charger?
Yeah, the Charger.
I don't. The only thing I can figure out, honestly, the only thing I can figure out is that they must have had the structural design and the outline of the car like done, right? Like the hood line and the front sheet metal, or you know, the structure, okay? And then at the last minute, somebody looked at it and said, wait, the profile, it looks weird, okay? It's like, it just droops down into nothing, right? We need to beef it up to match the back. And so they raised the front of the fender, and then the only way that you could really make that work now is to put that frickin' spoiler across. And somebody tell me that that's not exactly what happened, because when you look at the car, you can see they designed it, the original design, how it was all, you know, was with the front end coming down like this. And then the fender goes like that. So what do you got to do? They put a bridge across the top. It's pointless. It's ridiculous. It can serve no purpose. If you don't understand the aerodynamics and how the air piles around the front of, so as the car's going down the road, okay, air is trying to go underneath, right? So any air that meets the front of the car is being pushed up and is being pushed down, right? So the air that's being pushed down has to be managed in some way, and that's the air that gets drawn up, like I say, into the radiator. That's why you've always got the bottom, like under the bumper of a car, let's say, is always open in addition to the grill. The air that's going over the top, it's not limited by the ground, so it goes up and over like this.
Teacher says they say it's for downward force, Tony.
Well, that's just asinine, because if that design worked to create downforce, literally 60 or 70 years ago, that would have been the norm. They would have had that on the Superbird or the Daytona. I mean, these cars were thoroughly wind tested by scientists, okay? So
everybody's saying it's downforce.
But it's not downforce. It doesn't work like that. Air doesn't flow over the front of a hood that way. If it had any validity at all, it would have been incorporated into thousands of different models over the years.
Indy cars go really fast, though.
Indy cars are a completely different thing. Top fuel dragsters have a wing at the front, but it's a whole different thing. It's a very low profile. And that wing at the front of a dragster is not so much to keep the front end down, it's to push the air over the top and then land it on the back
Joe
wing.
K says, I gotta half disagree with you, Tony. Look at the C801.
I'm not saying that people don't incorporate things like this and let's say justify them in some way, but if you study the aerodynamics of a car, of the nose of a car, as it's going down the road, and you understand how it piles air in front of itself and then creates a boundary layer, no, absolutely not. I will almost guarantee that if you were to take that spoiler that's on the front of a Charger and run it out to, let's say, 70, 80, 90, 100 miles an hour, okay, and you know, they used to do the thing with the yarn. They used to take pieces of yarn and tape them to the cars, and then, you know, run them at speed and see where the yarn goes. I will almost guarantee that the air that you think is coming in like this and going under that spoiler, okay, is actually coming around the other way. It's hitting the spoiler. It's finding that low pressure area underneath and going down like this, and it's not creating any forces. It's just there for the ride.
Kuntosh and Cannonball Run had it.
Countach and Cannonball Run. I can't picture it.
Ian Crow sent you super chat.
Thank you.
Can confirm good fuel pressure from the pump. Do you remember his other super chat question?
Okay, so you can confirm good fuel pressure from the pump, but it's not staying pressurized at the rail. And you're thinking that the check valve is bad. So, all right, you got two things there. You have the regulator, and you have the check valve. So the regulator, the check valve is only there so that when you shut the car off, the fuel the pressure is maintained in the line. So when you go to restart it, it starts instantly. That's the only purpose of the check valve. If you were to take the check valve out, all that would happen would be is when you shut the car off, when you went to restart it, you have to crank it a few times. You have to crank it for a couple of seconds before the pressure built up and was able to run the injectors again. So it's definitely not a check valve. You must have a bad regulator. It's the only thing I can think of. Bad regulator.
The table keeps growling.
Yes. Yes.
He says thanks.
We have all the dogs in here tonight, so.
All right. Let's see. Danny Boyd, what? They won't want to steal what? I don't know. So, okay, so what cars would you bring to Florida, Tony? You said Slaghammer?
I would probably take Slaghammer because that's just a car I just want to go out and have fun with, just make laps and maybe bracket races and stuff.
Oh. The pink Charger.
I would probably take the '67 Charger down there.
You would?
Yeah. So we got a cool thing to drive.
Okay.
We would definitely need to bring one of the XJs down there.
Okay, which one?
I'm not sure.
Whichever one can make the trip.
They'll make the
Comfortably.
trip. And then I would bring. I'd have to get a Florida bike because all of the bikes I have kind of fit my environment over here. So I'd have to get a bike or two specifically to keep in Florida.
What's a Florida bike?
One
with AC.
A Florida bike would be something that you're just going to stick in a straight line for long periods of time.
A power scooter for the villages.
No, I'm not going to the villages. Riding in Tennessee is different than riding in Florida.
An e-bike, Scoop says. Oh, it's funny. So what kind of bikes are they?
Something that's just more suited to going in a straight line.
Will you get a golf cart for Florida? Please say no.
No.
No. So would you take the trailer? You have to take the trailer, right? Well, yeah. You have to throw something down there.
It depends how the cops are down there.
Oh, I don't know.
I
How
mean,
are the
it
cops in Florida?
depends how close we are to the track and how the cops are, because I'm not putting mufflers or anything on the car.
Oh, I don't know if they like that.
Well, I don't care.
You don't care. Uh, let's see. Tony, you suggested Nashville area as a good place to move from Illinois. I visited a few weeks ago, and holy cow, just the amount of construction equipment being moved around there was unreal.
This
Yeah, it's a lot.
is one of the fastest growing areas in the country for a lot of good reasons. This is an amazing place.
Hey Tony, what exhaust would you recommend for a stock 440 with manifold? 67 Charger, just like yours. Thanks.
Stock exhaust? Put the stock exhaust on it. It works just fine.
What exhaust would you recommend? Stock exhaust?
The stock exhaust? Yeah. If
Is
it's
that what's in the Charger?
no, I got headers in the Charger.
Oh. Okay.
So I got a 2 3/4 inch pipes, and I had a buddy of mine gave me a pair of Flowmasters, which I'm not really crazy about, so I threw them on there too. But and then they dump right in front of the axle. But if it's a manifold engine, just make life easy for yourself and put the stock exhaust system on it.
One for the road. Hey Tony, hi all, long time no see.
Hi.
Why is Uncle Tony's camera in portrait mode instead of the usual way? Why not? I don't know. What are you looking at?
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about your camera. That camera. Oh, okay.
Not your camera. I'm watching you. Watching you. Eric Swenson. Hey Tony, a stage 2 Charger has 1.21 gigawatts of power. Great Scott. Oh my goodness. What's stage 1? Oh my goodness.
I got nothing for that.
Let's see. Check out Waldron Exhaust for OE style systems. Have you heard of them, Tony?
Well, yeah, it rings a bell, but I don't think I've ever dealt with any of their products.
Okay. Oh my goodness, they're talking to each other.
Hey, Molly.
Need a batch of something. Can you elaborate on beveling the bottom of cylinders for less windage in the crankcase? Bob Shop.
Bro, just exactly what it sounds. At the bottom of the cylinder, you're gonna have straight edges. You're gonna have because when they bore it, and it's left unfinished on the bottom, like the top. So you just want to bevel and chamfer. You want to take any sharp edges, any sharp corners off the bottom. And that's standard race prep.
Kathleen Murray, question. National Carburetor refurbished carbs out of Jacksonville, Florida. Have you heard any reviews on fit?
I'm sorry, I haven't. But I've done at least 50 or more videos on various aspects of rebuilding carburetors. So, do it yourself.
The dogs are crazy tonight. Buddy Carafano says, as a Buick fan, that stage 1 emblem on the EV made me puke in my mouth.
Honestly, bro, I swear to God, it bothered me. Because I had never seen that before.
Oh.
That's the first time anybody's shown, first time I got close enough to one of those cars that I could see, the details on them. And yeah, that was the first time I saw the stage 1 thing, and I was like, that's ridiculous. They have the people at Stellantis. No, did I say people? The scumbags at Stellantis.
Oh my goodness! I'm never gonna get a free car from them.
Oh no, you're kidding me! Oh no! Wait, I want the free car. I want to go to their press invite. Oh yes. So the scumbags at Stellantis have absolutely no regard for history or for the dignity of these things that people really do hold close to their hearts, on the borderline of sacred, and they have absolutely no regard for any of that, and that's one of my pet peeves.
They probably don't know.
Well,
They're probably just unaware.
I'm gonna say they're scumbags is what I'm gonna say. Because anybody who could design a car with a fake exhaust would be a scumbag. Anybody who could design a fake shifter and make simulated shifting would, by definition, be a scumbag. So, yeah. And you can tell them I said that.
I think they probably know already.
I hope they know
We've
that.
told them already.
I hope they know that.
They just pull names from the history book of Mopar. War goes on to talk about states allowing metals to be used for buying property.
Tennessee is one of them. I don't have the list of states. There's I think it's about 19 states now. I could be wrong, but yes, that started about 2 or 3 years ago, where the states are making a combination for the straight purchase of. Okay, so here was the problem. Okay, it wasn't feasible because the official exchange rate for the price of gold in this country was $42. So it wasn't feasible to use that government mandated or the government set price to do any sort of real estate transactions. So now the states are changing the laws so that first, there's no taxes involved in it because you're not using the Federal Reserve currency, and also they're talking about a spot price, the actual spot value of gold at the time or silver at the time. So yeah, Tennessee is one of those states, and there are several others. Did I say no? I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with the taxes on the real estate. It has to do with taxes when you're buying gold or silver because it's money. You can't tax the purchase of money.
Interesting.
Yes. Wait till this Fort Knox thing happens.
Okay. Question, UT. This is from Quattro01. Is it worth putting cutouts on my Hooker Super Comps for the strip? Does it result in appreciable gains?
Not usually. Not if you've got a good efficient exhaust. You probably won't. So if you're running it through like a relatively small diameter, kind of restrictive sort of exhaust, then yeah, you'd probably see a difference. How much of a difference, I don't know. But if you've already got a good free-flowing exhaust, a good free-flowing high-performance exhaust, you're probably not going to see any benefit from it.
Dave wants you to answer his question.
I'm going to answer Dave's question.
But I don't know what it is.
Then I'm not going to answer it.
Question.
I'm not going to answer
You
it.
didn't ask one.
Sorry, Dave.
I'm scrolling back up and I don't see one from Dave, so I don't know. Maybe I'll ask it now. Fort empty. Oscar Gonzalez.
Oh, wait. There, so they've been moving for the last, since November, since the election, because he knew this was coming.
Are you sure you want to talk about this?
Yes.
Okay.
Since the election, you can look at this now. There's been huge amounts of gold being moved around the country, or around the world, I should say, right? Especially out of London and into New York. Okay.
I think people are pretty aware of that.
Right, and now it's even escalated ever since, right? So like huge tonnages of gold are heading to New York. Now, why are they going to New York? Well, because from New York they would be sent to Fort Knox. Okay, I think. So I'm going to give this a 25%. Okay, I'm going to give this about a 25% possibility that this is a sting. That they already know that there's no gold there.
Of course, they already know what's in there.
Right, but
you can tell by the way they're talking.
Yes.
The things that they say.
But I'm gonna say there's a 25% chance, maybe even better, that this is actually a sting. Okay, so it's like hey, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna audit Fort Knox soon, right?
It'd be funny if there wasn't anything in there.
Right. And now they're scrambling to get the gold over there. Get the gold, move the gold, right?
Is that what they sound like?
That's exactly what they sound like.
Okay.
Move the gold. And then they're gonna come in. The G-men, right? Like Cash, my man Cash, are gonna drop in there and say, hey, wait a minute, you're Where's that gold come? Where's that gold going? And they're going to catch it going to Fort Knox and blow this system apart. Or maybe not. Or maybe they go in there, they count the gold is there, and it's like we all go home. So one of those two situations, I think, is going to happen.
Nothing in between.
I can't really see very much happening in between.
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't that be a riot, though, right?
Yeah.
They catch them moving the gold into Fort Knox. That would be.
Who knows? Nobody knows. Let's
Move the gold.
Oh my goodness. Can't. Oh. Let's see.
Hasn't been ordered since 1974. They won't let anybody near it since 1974.
Let's see. Would you ever put a belt-driven fuel pump on a streetcar? Thanks, you.
On a streetcar? No, probably not.
No, Lewis. He says no.
I mean, okay, the only reason you'd use a belt-driven fuel pump was if you're going to go for some kind of mechanical fuel injection. I assume that's what you're going to do, because a mechanical fuel injection really requires a direct linkage on RPM output. And that's a very common method of driving mechanical fuel pumps. What I would probably do on a street car, okay, and if you're bent on going with mechanical fuel injection, I would probably try to find one of the distributor drives. If one of the popular engines, like Chevrolet, any of the Chryslers, and I'm sure some Fords, companies like Hilborn made mechanical fuel injection drives that actually were built into the base of the distributor. So I would maybe try to find one of those. I think for a street use, that would be a little bit more reliable.
John Bishop, why does a square engine make more horsepower than its counterpart, like a 302 Chevy or 400 Pontiac?
It's not really a factor of square versus under square. It is so many different factors that have to do with how and why an engine makes power. What are its power characteristics? I can't really think of anything else to answer that.
You can't? You're just staring.
Oh,
Did you slip? What happened?
Well, just because, I mean, it's the right balance between bore stroke, valve size, combustion chamber, runner, length, runner diameter, the intake that you're running on. There's so and of course the cam. There's so many different profiles. There's so many different factors to just chalk it up to, well, this is square or this is under square or over square. There's more to it than all of that. Cat! I know, but you left me alone here. I can't answer questions. I hate when she does this. I have glasses. I don't have glasses. Oh, here we go. She's not even answering. I have glasses. I can come around and read what you guys are saying. Okay. Let's see. Tony's panicking. Yes, I did panic. Yeah, E-Fog, I know, you're all here. Thank you, E-Fog. You make me feel better. Okay. Let's see. Danny Boyd, I thought the Federal Reserve took us off the gold standard in 1812. No. Or whenever. No. No, the Federal Reserve came around in 1913. It had nothing to do with taking us off the gold standard. There were several steps ending with the Nixon closing the gold window in 1971 that took us off the gold standard, but we were never actually on a gold standard. We were always on a silver standard. Let's see. Let's see. Tony's having a panic attack. No, Scoop. I've gathered it up. Let's see, UT Elon has a satellite recording everything at Fort Knox. I bet you he does. Let's see. Joe K, you're enjoying this, right? Rocco, chaos! I thrive in chaos, bro. I swear to God. That's my chaos is my happy place. But I gotta keep it toned down, you know? Let's see. Cat yelling, Tony answers questions we can't see. Okay, you're back. Kathy's back. I can go sit. All right. Hi, guys.
That's a little better. Sorry. Let's see. Well, I guess you skipped my question.
I guess so.
Let's see. Keep on tracking. Let's see. Where's your question? Okay. Let's see. I'm looking. I don't see it. I don't see it.
He'll repeat it.
All right. So that's a grounding going on. Hang on.
Ah, she's doing it to me again. Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on.
Hey. Hey.
All right, where were we? Whoa. Doug, April 20th, 1933 is when America went off the gold standard. No, we were never on a gold standard. That was gold confiscation. That was when they outlawed it for public use and took people's gold, and then immediately after raised the price of gold from $20 an ounce to $35 an ounce, was it? So no, we were never on a gold standard. We were always on a silver standard, but the money was exchangeable for gold. Look up what is the definition of a dollar, a U.S. dollar.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, are we back here?
Yep.
Okay, she's back.
Everybody's safe.
Yes.
They're
All right, they're all
fighting
safe.
over one bone.
Is there any poop or anything like
No,
that?
they
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Let's see. Make cast iron common again. Is it not common? Cast iron?
Not the way it was.
No?
No. I like aluminum.
You do?
Yes.
Aluminium?
Aluminium, as they
Yeah.
say in the parts of the world that we've beaten at one time or another.
Yes, dog's behaving badly. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
fighting over one bone. It was getting pretty ugly.
They
So I had to go in there.
take after their daddy.
Let's see. I'm getting cast iron pans for outdoor cooking. Oh,
Oh, nice.
cute. Very nice.
Skillets, right? Is there a cast iron pan called a
I
skillet?
think so. We don't have any
No.
because we don't cook outdoors like that.
No, we got a barbecue grill and just
Yeah.
throw stuff on there.
Like lazy people.
Yes.
Let's see, Tony. What do you think about the Atkinson cycle engines?
Atkinson cycle. I remember the Miller cycle, Mazda's Atkinson cycle. Remind me of what that is, please.
I don't know. Do you not know? What are you doing?
She just dropped over.
Hey.
She just knocked over your whole
Oh,
thing of
jeez.
pens into it.
Into the garbage bin?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm drawing a blank for some reason on the Atkinson cycle.
He didn't say. Chew toys. No. I'm going to have an engine block made out of pure gold just for you, Dave Bowen says.
That would send it, bro.
Wow.
Send it.
Where are you going to get all that gold from?
Fort
That's
Knox.
a lot of gold. Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's funny. The cast aluminum has the correct frequency for intake manifolds. I don't know what that means.
Well, you got me. I've never heard that before.
Straight bullet. If you consider how many ounces of gold that it would cost to buy a new car, gold has only kept up with inflation over the years.
No. It does this, and then it runs off the scale, which is next. The next thing that happens is it goes twing like that. 20 ounces of gold or $42 an ounce of gold with a $4,000 car, $4,200 car in 1970, right? Because that was the official price in 1970. So it would take 10 ounces of gold to buy a, a car. So today it's $3,000 an ounce. 10 ounces of gold would be $30,000. So it has not kept up with inflation when you talk about cars and stuff like that. But then cars have become artificially overpriced in recent years too. There's great imbalances that are about to be completely taken straightened out. Straightened out.
Richard Hayes sent you super chat.
Yes.
It says, Tony,
Thank
I
you.
have a music suggestion for you that I think you would like a lot.
Okay.
From your old stomping grounds, Banshee, from the late 60s. Thanks, God bless.
Banshee?
Banshee.
Never heard of them.
No, you never heard of them? From the late 60s. We would have been little.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna find this.
Now, they spelled it Banchee. I don't know if that is the correct spelling or if autocorrect changed it or I don't know.
Okay.
But that's how they spelled it.
Let's see. Banshee.
Kathleen says, I don't know if it's true, but I read that they took 150 million gold bars. Saddam Hussein's palace moved it to hospital basement in Lebanon. Oh, I don't know.
Lots of screwy things have been happening with
I don't know. That's the
Banshee
correct
is a
spelling, yeah, he said.
power metal band that was
Yeah.
formed in 1986 in the American Midwest.
Oh, 86?
Yeah.
Kathy Miller Cycle? Miller Cycle? I don't know what that means. The cars are already 40,000 more than they are worth.
Yes.
So what would you pay for a new car, Tony?
Nothing. You couldn't pay. There's no new car that I would pay any money for.
Well, you said that you would buy one of those if it was.
I would consider
normal.
it reasonable.
If it was how much?
If it was an honest electric car and it ran as good as a Model 3, which it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which I didn't say that in the video.
No, you didn't.
Then I would consider it to be a good value or a good price at around 50, in the middle 50s. I wouldn't necessarily buy one because they don't fit my lifestyle. But if I was in the market for an electric car, right, and I'm not against electric cars, but if I was in the market for an electric car and that thing didn't have the stupid gimmicks and it had the same performance and range and everything as, like, say, a Model 3, yeah, I'd say that's a good deal. I would buy one.
I'm looking at this guy's comment and it's not on here. He's just a troll.
Oh.
He's unsubscribing now because I didn't read his comment.
Oh, no.
It's okay. I'll just.
Well, there's at least one guy we've lost.
Okay.
Excellent.
I scrolled twice. I didn't see your comment. Sorry. Instead of commenting, that you're unsubscribing, you could just put your comment again. And I could actually read it.
Let him go. Let him go.
Read David Bowen's question. What, Boomer? Do you know? I can't find it. I'm scrolling. Okay. Hey, Tony, I bought a Chevy small block. Why is every other cylinder bored 30 thousandths over and every other cylinder is bored 60 thousandths over? Is that a trick for power? Can anyone help me?
No. So half the cylinders are 30 over and half the cylinders are 60 over? No, it's not a power trick. It might have been a way to cheat. That was common. They would, like, for instance, you would have one cylinder at standard bore, the maximum allowable overbore on engines that are checked. They'll always check the easiest cylinder, so you leave that one at standard and you would overbore the others. That was all different types of racing did that, and they had cubic inch limits. No, more than likely they had the motor was probably rebuilt once at 30, and then they rebuilt it again, and maybe the cylinders were rusted or whatever, and they cleaned them up to 60. but you'll never see any appreciable difference in power or balance or vibration or anything like that. It happens. It happens.
One for the road sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Check out my recent project, a Ranger race truck built with a 3.0 SHO Yamaha swap.
Very interesting.
Outside the box and oddly classic at this point. You might like it.
I like the description of it for sure. Very interesting. I drove a prototype SHO car at the Ford Long Lead press previews in 1987, was it? Oh, I don't remember the year, but I drove a prototype of the SHO. But I don't think I've ever driven a production version of it. I thought it was neater than hell, man. That was, you open the hood on this Taurus and it's like this snake pit under the hood rollers that take runners. I thought that was bitching.
Let's see, Jason Matthew, did my Holly red pump burn out because I shared power with Petronics and regulator?
No, low voltage won't hurt that pump.
One for the road says you did. That's awesome.
Yeah. I wrote about it in Cars Illustrated. I think 2 magazines. I think we did that in Muscle Car Magazine and Cars Illustrated Magazine.
Let's see. There's a first gen SHO riding into the ground about 30 feet behind me. Danny Boyd says.
No fooling. Well, get yourself a Ranger and stick that motor in there.
Dean Stevenson.
Dean, how are you?
Yamaha made a V6 for Ford, and Ford made it as 60 SHO V8. 60 degree, sorry. Then Yamaha made a 60 degree V8 for Volvo. It was the same 4.0157-inch bore spacing as engine.
Interesting. I thought the Yamaha version of the SHO was based on the regular production block, and that Yamaha did the cylinder heads and the intake, but I could be wrong. Talking about something that I only had a brief encounter with 40 friggin' years ago.
Let's see. Rumors have always been that the SHO engine was potentially an 8,500 RPM engine if the accessories had been able to handle it.
Yeah, I would believe that. Because, I mean, they went to a motorcycle manufacturer who was known for high RPM stuff. And I could definitely see what a limiting factor would be the regular accessories, the alternator and the water pumps and shit like that they were using. That could be a warranty nightmare.
Oh, it says that would be a typical Yamaha contact, Tony.
What's that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what she said. And Dean Stevenson says no, the Vulcan was a 4.32-inch bore spacing engine.
Okay, like I said, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Dean, did you bop your head?
Well, the guy that did the swap into the Ranger, what did you find with the block? What was compatible? Because he obviously made it rear-wheel drive. So, what was the compatible transmission, the ball pattern, and all of that?
Dean Stevenson says the SHO V6 was 100% Yamaha engine.
Okay.
She's biting me. Okay. Doug says that Yamaha engine was an aircraft engine that revolutionized aircraft engines. Ow. It's hard for me to pay attention. I'm being
because right she's now. Biting your
yes.
feet. Molly.
Ow. I can't concentrate. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, she's really going at your feet there.
Yeah, I'm being bit.
Push her over here. Come here, Molly.
Good daddy.
Come here. Oh, she wants you. She wants your feet.
She's biting me. All right, I'll just
deal with it.
Deal with it. Just don't bite me as I'm working.
Make the sounds as you have to. Ow, oh, ow, ow.
I can't read like this, so you're gonna have to grab her.
All right.
She's ripping my shirt.
Molly Jane, get over here. Come here.
Thank you.
Say
All
hi
right,
to
everybody.
say hi to YouTube. Say hello. Yeah, they're over there. Yes, I love YouTube.
Why are you kissing Daddy and biting me? How's that work?
Oh, yo, yeah, she's still in that stage.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, she's so cute. She's evil.
She's adorable until she gets like this. She's about to get frantic. I know how she is.
It's a puppy, yeah. She's like crazy.
Oh, she's cute. Bye. I told her she was about to get frantic.
Stop it! Oh. Little dog, yeah.
She gets these little rushes of like velociraptor energy. Shreds anything she can. And then she becomes all lovey and stuff.
Are we doing the flux around and find out shirts? Flux around shirts in time for Easter, Rocco wants to know.
That's a good shirt. I don't know, let me think about that.
I don't know, will we sell any? I don't know.
I don't know.
You'd have to put like a picture of Fluxy on it. I don't know, for people to understand.
Yeah, to understand you're talking about a welder.
What it is.
And even that would be very, I don't
It would
know.
be
Let me
obscure.
think about it.
Like, I don't know, if maybe like only 20 people would buy it.
Let me think about it.
She's two-faced, yeah, yeah. It wasn't done. What wasn't done, Scoop? Oh, the shirt? I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about. Fluxy round and find out. Fluxy. We could do the welder with like eyes, you know, and face. Well, the eyes would have to be like a crossed out eyes because Fluxy is dead.
Well, it's Fluxy too.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Fluxy 1 is dead.
Fluxy 1 is long gone.
My favorite dog channel. Oh yeah, Mark. Oh, all right. The puppy biting when it went after you. Oh yeah, yeah. She's vicious.
Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear her right now, but she's all over Winnie.
Winnie can put her in her place, but she just jumps up to bite me.
The puppy doesn't understand that we're not built the same way that dogs are. No. So to her, it's just a natural way to play. You know, the dogs, they do this to each other, but we have different skin. It doesn't work like that with us. And she doesn't know that yet.
Panic attack. You guys are cool. Glad to see normal people still exist. You wish says.
What happened now?
Says you guys are cool. Glad to see normal people still exist.
We try.
Are we normal?
Honestly, by some standards, yeah. You know what I mean? By some standards, we're very normal.
ICT car guy says I bite my puppy's back so they know it hurts. Oh.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with Maggie. When we first got Maggie, she was about 6 months old, 5-6 months old, and she would get into these biting phrases which she should have grown out of, and that's what I used to do to her. I'd bite her back.
Terrible, Tony.
Why it worked, Chief?
Cinder Blue says I have a first-gen Dakota with a 3.9 V6 and a manual trans that I believe is an AX15. I have a 5.2 with a big turbo on it ready to drop in. Do you think the trans will hold up?
Probably. I would, and I'm saying this just based on the pure abuse that I've put mine through. I power shift that thing everywhere all the time. I took it to the shop yesterday, and I blasted it every time I came to a stop. I blasted it up to the gears, power shifting everything. Based on the abuse, flat out abuse that thing has taken, I think you might be okay. It might be a problem if you really stick it to the ground. Because that's really the limiting factor. It's like everything is you can get away with pretty much anything until you stick it to the ground. So I think that kind of it depends on that.
One for the road says the dogs didn't start acting up until you talked about the gold standard.
Yes,
They
well they're all.
must have bought into those genuine 24-karat gold-clad collector's coins on Fox News commercials.
You know, they're just very adamant about proper accounting and honest money standards.
Yeah.
Dogs are like that.
Harmony Centers.
Yeah, honest money. You can't fool a dog.
No.
No, don't give us any of this Federal Reserve note stuff.
Good night, Brad's Restoration.
Good night, Brad. It was great having you here.
It says have a great week. Okay. Jared. Ow. Sorry. Says any advice on 1,000-mile trip in the 76 El Camino? It runs great and we'll be getting new tires beforehand.
I'm not in particular. I mean, those vehicles used to eat trips like that for breakfast, like it was nothing, and as long as everything is up to snuff, there's no reason it won't do it now.
The dog's investments are at risk.
Yes. No, they're
You know
very.
what's at risk? My ankles. Okay. Stop.
All you're gonna do is rile her up like that.
She's lunging.
She's lunging. You guys can't see this.
Stop. Don't. No.
Molly. Come here. That's where you got a tail, right? Come here. You have to calm down. Are you gonna calm down? You gonna calm down?
Does she look like she's gonna calm down?
She's not.
Puppies are great. What kind of dog is she?
She's a border collie.
She's
She just turned 3 months old.
full-blooded border collie.
Yeah, she's Winnie's sister, half sister.
Nice to see you, Dad. Oh my goodness.
Winnie, you have to stop.
What's that little doll in that movie with Karen Black?
Yeah. Good girl.
Come after me! No! No! Ow!
She's such a cute puppy.
So cute. Get out! No! Stop! Here's a tug toy. Play with that. Oh my gosh. She's a wild dog. She's very wild. Yeah.
She's the boss already.
She's really a little out of control. Out of control.
She's the boss already. Like the other four are just like, just get out of her way.
Well, not Winnie.
No, Winnie too.
No one goes after her. Mex wants a puppy. Oh yeah. No comment again. What is it, Mexican spec? He doesn't like how you handle your dogs like that.
What do you want me to do?
We're working. That dog is on a luncheon pad out. No, she's a puppy.
She's a puppy.
Come on.
Winnie was as bad as that.
Let's see. I have a cat. She's mellow. When Tony puts her down, you hear ow. Yeah, she came right from my ankle.
She went right to Kathy's ankle. She's not like that all the time.
No.
Yeah.
She's just riled up right now.
She just gets overtired, I guess, and that's where she's at right now. No, she's such a sweetheart. In the morning, she comes up the stairs and she's all like lovey-dovey and stuff like that, and then she gets like that.
Yeah, she's just overexcited.
Yeah.
Only during Sunday night? No, not just Sunday night. She just gets overstimulated.
Yeah. This time of the night, because they've been up for all day. She didn't nap or anything today.
Winnie was the same way. Winnie is just like perfectly trained right now. She's just like, you could take her anywhere, do anything. Is there any easy option to get rear disc brakes on the Dakota first gen?
You got me. I'm not a rear disc brake swap guy. I like the disc drum setup that the factory put there, and I do not believe you're going to improve on it. But good luck trying.
A One for the Road says, I've noticed that the cuteness of a puppy is inversely proportional to how out of control they are.
It's true.
It's true. They can be very out of control. She's pushing her limits. She hasn't gone to training class yet. It starts, when does it start? Next month.
She just turned 3 months. I'll tell you how smart that dog is. So in the living room, we have the door that goes into the backyard. She tries to turn the knob. The other dogs just sit there, they'll look at you, they'll make noises and stuff, or they'll scratch at the door. She stands up like this and tries to turn the knob.
She's a baby.
She's a baby. She's brilliant dog.
She's gonna take a little bit to get under control. Like when she starts doing the class, Winnie was very hard to get under control. She was really bad. Winnie.
Yeah, well, something happens. They just reach a certain age and
they change.
Get mellow.
Well, no, that's not what happened.
That's what happened.
Winnie didn't get mellow. No, I trained her to be mellow.
Oh yeah. Well, then start working on this one.
Well, not yet.
Are you done,
Not
sweetheart?
yet. She's still a little young.
Did you get out of
Kathy,
your
you
system?
guys do shows at regular times when you go to Florida. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah, it'll be the same thing. Except with just
You'll never know.
more you'll never know. You'll see, different outside things and bigger mosquitoes. I don't know. Wargo sent you super chat.
Thank you.
Hey Tony, I dived into the DOC's Red Star flag conspiracy and it's nonsense. Vatican or London never flew it. Everything else about it wouldn't shock me.
One more time?
I dived into the DOC's Red Star flag conspiracy.
Okay.
And it's nonsense.
I'm not familiar with it.
I'm not familiar with it either.
Yeah,
Vatican or London never flew it. Everything else about it wouldn't shock me.
Hang on now.
Can you play a song? No, we can't. It's against copyright.
DOC, red flag.
Border Collies gotta run around lots. Yes, they do. They run outside. They have a nice long yard to run. Any good drag strips in Florida, Tony?
Lots of them.
Yeah.
False
It
flag.
says my border collie is a 13-plus-year-old and has had a couple of strokes. Oh, I'm sorry.
United States of Conspiracy. No. Can you further?
Department of Corrections. I don't know. She's finally mellowed. Yes, she calmed down. She got tired. How's quitting smoking going, Tony?
It's hard. It's very hard. But you got to do what you got to do. You got to be tough.
KG Kylie, are we going to broadcast from a gas station in Florida?
That would be cool. I miss those days. We had fun. I want to know what the DOC.
I don't know what that is.
Well, have him elaborate.
Well, he knows. He can hear you. He
Oh,
can hear you.
well, elaborate.
I'm looking for it. I haven't seen anything yet. Bradenton, yes. There's a good drag strip there.
Yes, we'll be within spitting distance of Bradenton.
We don't know exactly where we're going. Yeah.
Well, the Tampa area.
Yeah, the area. We don't know. We'll have to see. You'll just have to get Dr. Art remotely for Tech Talk on Wednesdays.
Yeah, we could do it StreamYard.
Yeah. Somehow I see Tony ending up in a Florida man story. No, Tony. No, Tony. No. Let's See, Mr. B says, who cares if they never flew the flags? I don't know what kind of what flags
I
they were.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, we don't know what he's talking about. Sorry. Stop it.
The only flag, quote, conspiracies isn't a conspiracy. It's actual, you can just look it up.
Yeah, don't.
Why?
Because let's keep going with questions.
Would be the gold fringe, which
Yeah,
would be the
right,
flag of
yeah.
Admiralty.
Right.
And like I said, that's not a conspiracy. You can actually literally look that up and see what it means.
David says, have you done any small block Chevy stuff lately?
I have not done any small block Chevy stuff in forever.
Come here. Come here. Good girl.
What was the last small block Chevy thing we did?
I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank. Babe, over here.
I'm trying to keep her from biting me.
Dad, let her bite you. Go ahead.
No, I'm not letting her bite me. I'll walk away right now. You can come over here and read the comments. Maritime law, yes. Maritime law. Ow. Oh, let's see. Doesn't matter, just wondering. I don't know. What are you wondering? Oh, the District of Columbia's 3 Red Star flag, Wargrove says.
Oh, I'm totally not familiar with that.
I'm not. Ow!
I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about flag commonality, but the individual city-states of the Vatican, the City of London, not the City of London, but the City of London, and Washington D.C. are 3 independent city-states that operate under a common corporate. What cat's it calling?
No, the dog.
Oh.
Okay.
She's really out of control.
Yeah. Let's wind down now.
We may wind down just so we can take care of her.
Yeah, she's a devil dog at the moment.
Yes. She looks a little devilish.
She does. What's Daddy doing?
Maybe.
What's Daddy
Over here.
doing?
Oh, she's gonna bite your face.
Yeah, I know. I know she's gonna bite my face. All right. Let's see. The dogs finally tasty. Yeah, I don't know. No, we don't smoke. Tony, will you take a car with AC for trip? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the AC work in that Jeep?
Yeah.
Okay.
AC works in all of our Jeeps.
Does it?
Yes.
The Exorcist dog? No, she's a little, a little rambunctious. She bites hard. Get out of here. Get out of here. Are you crazy? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay. She doesn't like being reprimanded. That's too bad. Can't go wrong with a bacon cheeseburger. No.
Never.
We had a good burger in Florida the last time we went. It was the most delicious hamburger I've ever had.
That was at Chili's in Ocala.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Her nickname, Nippy. Yes. No, ma'am.
She's gotten a lot better. Like, I don't have really any holes
She's gotten a
in her.
lot better, yeah.
No, my arms.
Yeah, this is better, everybody.
I look like a pincushion. The first, oh please, that was terrible.
Look at this one.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, hamburgers rule, yeah. Let's see. Will you guys record on the road? I don't know, maybe a little.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you can go into a video, if it makes sense. I'll do a road montage.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Going to the track montage.
It's the only time I can really have fun with video. Doing stuff like that. Cooking at home is a good value. Yes, Harry Lister. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
When you could coordinate, that's the problem. It's like we're always, she's running off to do this, I'm running off to do that. So
You just kind of
to
handle
coordinate and actually sit down and eat, it's rare. It's like once a week, once a week or so we eat like home cooked. The rest of the time it's like, come on, hurry up, let's grab something to eat. Where are you gonna go? Let's go to the Chink, let's go to the Mexican. That's how we end up eating most of the time.
Tumbleweed says puppy teeth are like needles. Yes, they are. They're very, very sharp. They're sharp, and they go in and then they rip your skin as they pull away. It's not fun. Homemade chili is not to that processed crap in a can that boosts you and gives you bad gas and upset stomach.
Yeah, you know.
Per man, don't eat the chili.
Yeah, don't eat that. Yeah.
That's not good for you. Yeah, you have to make the real one. I still have my puppy's baby teeth in my top drawer, Scarlet Fire says. Do you? Let's see. G2 says that's like 700 miles to Florida. You driving straight?
Sure.
Yeah. Boring Bill says, hey everyone.
Hi, Boring Bill.
Hi. Boring Builds.
Boring Builds, even better.
Yeah. I think that got in subs from us, Tony, because I guess I missed his.
You missed his question.
Question.
I'll try to get over it.
I don't know. Sorry. Sometimes I miss them. Even when I go back to look for them. Am I ready for a road trip with no pit stops? There will be pit stops because 2 dogs are coming with us.
Oh, jeez.
There will have to be pit stops.
Oh, I know.
2 dogs are coming with us.
I know.
Let's see. I was referring to the restaurant, but homemade chili is awesome. Oh yeah, homemade chili is good.
Yeah, she makes actually really good chili.
Let's see. I didn't notice the like button at the top of the page. Thanks for the reminder. Have you liked everybody?
Do we have likes?
180.
That's it?
That's it. Oh, you're kidding me. All
What?
right. She ripped the rug.
Which rug?
The rug that I put in front of the back door so they don't track mud in the
Oh,
house.
jeez.
That rug. Staten Island, Tennessee, and Floridian. It makes sense. Sort
I
of.
can't believe we only have 180 likes.
I know.
That's horrible.
I know.
My ego is totally flattened now.
You have an ego?
No. but I used to, and when I did, I would have been completely flattened by that.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. When I was 6 years old, we drove to Florida from Mass, and I had to pee in a tomato can the whole trip.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not peeing in a can.
Why? You're too good. You're better than they are.
Yes, I'm better than they are. I'm not peeing in a can.
You
I'm
do
not
yourself a
doing
favor
it.
and unsub now because
Okay, yeah, I'm too good for everybody.
she's too good for you guys.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm not gonna pee in a can.
What about the dogs? They have to go.
Can't we just wrap towels around her
No.
little tushies?
No. You have to stop to let them pee.
All right. Yes, I'll stop for the dogs.
Oh, D2 says I'm a celebrity. Yeah, I'm a celebrity, right? Yep, that's it. Let's see. Bring a coffee can with you, Kathy. No, stray bullet. I am going to, a regular facility.
You can't just stick a sponge in your pants or something? I
Look at my
don't know
face.
how that
Look
works.
at my face.
Yeah, all right.
You know how it works. Celebrities don't pee in cans.
Oh, you guess you got a point there.
Oh, take picture of the dogs and Kathy. No. Jason Matthew says, road trip to Detroit, you're royalty here. You go to Detroit, Tony.
I haven't been to Detroit since the 80s.
It's so cold.
It's too cold.
Sorry. We thought about Detroit when we were younger.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was like, yeah, Detroit's the land of opportunity. No, it didn't really work out
We
that
didn't
way,
want to
did
bring
it?
the children with us. We were like, oh, that's a little bit too much for
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. The timing was off. Let's see. 80 Cobra Guy says, I'm in Detroit too.
Yeah,
Didn't they have a flood? Something broke and then it flooded the street and all the cars were frozen in the flood water?
I don't remember.
No, it was recent. Like a couple days ago. Did that happen, guys? Did something break? Anthony P says Metro Detroit here.
Yeah, I
do
thought
it.
Detroit was great, but but the weather, man, the weather, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
We're lazy now. Let's see. What does it mean to cam an engine? Callum is asking you. What does it mean to cam an engine?
It means to put a larger than stock or a larger than original, or larger, a different grind, usually larger, more lift, more duration, different sequence of events, or beyond what it originally came with. That's what it means to cam an engine.
Stephen S. Paul says, too cold and chance of death has always been high.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Chance of death never really bothered me very much. I'm very afraid of cold. I can sit here and honestly say that I'm more afraid of being cold than being dead. I mean, it's just honest.
80 Cobra guy says, big water main broke, flooded a neighborhood in southwest Detroit, and it froze. It froze. Well, the cars were like in this frozen lake, like up to the doors, right? It was huge. Major floods in Detroit, pipes from the early 1900s finally giving up. Oh my God, main muscle.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad. Are they gonna fix it? They don't fix anything there.
Well, some areas of Detroit are beautiful. They're very nice. They're very built out. And in some areas, it's a zombie apocalypse. I guess it just depends on what part of the city it's in.
Come in the spring. Tony would rather roast than freeze.
Yes.
Tony, are you bringing your bocce ball with you?
I don't have a bocce ball. Maybe I should get a bocce ball. I bet you that's what's probably what's missing from my life.
A bocce ball?
Yeah, because it's in my DNA.
It is. You know what? You know what's going to be in Florida, Tony, that you're not expecting?
Bocce ball?
A lot of New Yorkers.
That's the one thing that may.
A lot of New Yorkers.
That's the one thing that may make me not move to Florida. You know.
We'll see when we go.
Other New Yorkers.
How that's going to be.
I don't want to live with other Italians.
Oh, good luck.
And I don't want to live with other New Yorkers.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that I'm enough of an irritant on my own. I don't want to be in the company of myself.
Oh my goodness. Tony's going to be the hip senior in Florida. Well, we were going to go there when we were younger, weren't we?
We thought about it.
Yeah.
And in North Carolina, we thought about North Carolina.
Because your family had a house in
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
It was just nice. It was just too quiet.
It was a dead end.
Too quiet.
There was nothing ever came of that place.
Well, we were going to buy the drag strip there. If
Yeah,
we had
Craven-
bought the drag strip, then it would have
Right, we're trying to buy Craven County International Raceway.
It's still running.
Is it?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. It was an ancient track back then, and we're talking about the 1980s.
Let's see. You're actually safer under the streets of Detroit than above them.
I can see that.
Joe K says you may run into some old friends. Probably.
Look, she passed out.
Yeah, she's tired. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
She's
Yeah.
sleeping.
She gets overtired, and then she gets that frantic craziness, and then she just passes out.
Straight Bullet says I've built some bocce ball courts.
I seen some bocce ball in my day.
Tony's gonna run into all his old friends in the witness protection program.
No lie, when I first moved to Tennessee, that was Murfreesboro has changed a lot in the last 22 years since we first got down here, and it was much like more of a towny type of thing, and like it had half the population than we do now. So when I first moved down here and meeting people and making my circles and stuff, that was the common thing. They all thought that I was in a witness protection program. I was the token Italian.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to make of me. They just assumed that I was in a witness protection program.
Will you be switching your cap to a newsboy cap once in Florida? Is that what people do?
I guess I want to be Florida, you know, compliant.
Florida compliant. What is that?
I don't know, but we'll find out if it's a thing when we get there.
I'm not riding around a golf cart. I'm not playing golf.
No, All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, are we really done?
Yeah, we're finished. We're finished.
For good?
Yeah, we're good.
Then I say let's pull a plug on this thing then.
Okay. Andrea Alvarez is making a smiley face. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you. So our awesome mods, Mexican Spec, Fubar Zero. I don't know who is even here tonight.
I didn't see Zero.
Fubar.
Fubar was here and Mexican Spec was here.
Well,
thank you guys.
Zero's always here, and Zero's always in the thing. Okay?
Yes. Right.
Thank you guys. Everybody contributed super chat. Always appreciated, but never expected. Thank you. And everybody contributed with your presence and your conversation. Thank you equally.
Is that it?
I don't want to say anything else.
Okay.
I'm done. Make it stop right now.
Okay.
Just make it stop.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. And